Hello guys, so in this video we are talking about another problem. As in the last video we discussed about the set data structure in Java. So I thought this would be a better approach if we do certain problems on set. So I found a problem here. So the problem says that find if there is a sub array with zero sum. Okay, so there are certain examples that this is your input array, that is 4 2 minus 3 1 and 6, and output is true. Yeah, there exists a sum 0 from this till this. 2 minus 3 and 1 gives out to be sum 0, and another value also we got a sum 0 because this value was 0. Okay, and another way in the last input, if you see that there is no sub array that is giving you the sum 0, so we have returned false. Okay, so the brute force approach that is you can apply is using O of n square time complexity, is that you can use two loops. First, for simple loop for traversing all these elements, and the other loop for comparing the value with our sum value that is equal to 0. Okay, if we found that value, we can say that there is, or we can return directly true, as well as if not, and then we can return false. Yeah, but if we have to optimize this solution, so a better approach would be using a set data structure. So in the last video, those who haven't watched yet the set video, I request you all so that you have a better understanding of how set works. Okay, so at this time your input array is the same as this first array. Okay, so I have initialized the sum variable, that is sum equal to 0. Okay guys, so what is our algorithm? So our algorithm states that we would loop through this array starting from the 0 till the array dot length minus 1. Okay, and we would be doing sum is equal to sum plus array of I. Okay, we would be incrementing this sum value. For example, first time the sum would be 4, then the sum would be 6, then the sum would be 3, then again the sum would be 4, and then the sum would be 10. So this would be our sum variable for if we loop through this input array. Okay, but we know that there is a very beautiful property of a set, that it is a method of that dot contains method. Okay, so your set data structure uses constant time complexity for all its operations. Okay, so this contains method doesn't is not using any another loop, so we are having a time complexity of O of n, not O of n square, a thing to be remembered. Okay, so if set dot contains sum, we found a result. See how this was your sum. At first it was 4. Okay, then we did sum is sum plus array at I, then it was 6, then 6 minus 3 is 3, and 3 plus 1 is 4. We found our sum. We found this sum value in our set. Okay, so in this way we can use this approach. Let us check out how. See, this is a code snippet. We would be following this also, and I would be demonstrating you how this all worked. So first of all, I have created a method of get sum. This is a boolean method. Okay, so sum variable is 0, flag value, that is boolean found, is false, and then I have created a set, that is a new hash set, and I have looped through this and done sum is sum plus array of I. So this is your array starting from the 0th index, sum value. So first, if your sum is 0, okay, or your array at I value is 0. Why array at I values I am taking? Because in our question also there was array of I is 0, so that's why this is a true case, so that's why I'm considering this also. Or set dot contains sum, then we would be doing this value to be found equal to true, and would be breaking from this entire loop. else while we would be adding our sum to set. Okay, so for example, let us say your first time sum value would be 4. This one, if sum is equal to 0, no, sum is not 0. Array at I, array at 0 is 4, so it is not also. And set dot contains sum, set is containing nothing, so found it would not go inside this loop. It would be adding set dot add sum, so first value would be 4. Okay, now I would be I would be equal to 1. Now if I is 1, so we are at position 1, array index 1, and the value is 2. So sum is sum plus array at I. The sum is 4 plus 2, that is 6. Is 6 in our set? No. Add 6 to this set. Added. Now I value is 2. So we are having minus 3. So we would be showing 6 minus 3, that is 3. Is sum in our set? No. We would be adding this, and after that this would be I value would be 3. So at 3 the value is 1. So see, at I 3 value is 1. So now we would be doing 3 plus 1 is 4. So now set dot contains sum. Yeah, 4 is there in our set. So we found our value, and set and we would be breaking out from this loop, and we would return true. Okay, and we would be returning true because 4 is already present in our set. See, if you see clearly, what we are doing is there's a simple approach for this. If say for example, that is your this array is, this is your array. Okay, and you know that from here to here your sum is 0, and this is your value, x value, and this entire value from this till we get a 0 is y. So we get an analogy that x plus 0 would be equal to y. Why so? See, add these all elements. 4 plus 2 6, 6 minus 3 3, 3 plus 1 4. 4 is your x plus 0, as well as this entire value is 4, and your x value is 4, so 4 is 4, and this is true. So we made use of this property. So let's check out the code. So guys, if you see, our output is coming out to be true. Okay, so if we do 0 in this, so it should also return true. Yes, and if we do 7 here, so it would be returning false, as this is an array that does not contain 0. So this was a good example of set. You could practice upon your own for certain other questions also. Till then, have a good day. Thank you.